So this is a classic example of someone that is taking magnesium that doesn't actually need to take magnesium. So this is a 54-year-old female that has been taking magnesium pretty consistently for the last 5 or so years. Why? Because she's been told that everyone needs to take magnesium, that magnesium helps you sleep, that magnesium helps to relax tight muscles. And yeah, she was noticing some improvement with her sleep, but now she's noticing that she has brain fog, that she's having an inability to lose weight, that she's noticing that she feels quite heavy and weak in her muscles. And she started to put that down to just being in menopause. But we wanted to test and not guess what was actually happening with her whole host of her symptoms. And this is what we actually found. Inadvertently, we found that she had way too much magnesium in her body, and that can be contributing to the whole host of symptoms she was approaching us with. So when we're looking at this result, the first thing we want to do is make sure that all of the levels are in the ideal range. The ideal range is the white shaded box of each of the colourful boxes. So we can see it's in the middle of the blue one and down the bottom of the pink one here. And I want to orientate you to the magnesium. Magnesium is the second column on the left here in the blue box. The top of the range, not even the ideal range, is 17.5. That's really high. Her level was 333.2. Extremely high. Almost 25 times higher than the top of the range. So this made a lot of sense with how she was feeling, and it was clear that she actually didn't need magnesium. But now we want to understand, well, why was her magnesium level that high? Because as you'll see in other videos, some people's magnesium is high and they're not even taking it as a supplement. So when we combine her magnesium level with her other levels, we can see that there's two things at play here for her. One, she's dosing herself with magnesium when she doesn't actually need it. And two, she has an underlying pattern that's happening inside her cells that is telling her body to hold on to magnesium inside the cells. Then we have to ask ourselves, why is the body doing that? And her body is doing that generally because magnesium is a sedative mineral. It slows things down. We know this. Why? Because we get told to take magnesium to slow down our tight muscles, to relax them, to slow down our mind to help us sleep. So we know that magnesium behaves like a sedative mineral inside our cells. So what's happening is this patient actually was struggling with prolonged stress over the last 5 to 10 years. And as a result, our body always is adapting to keep us safe. And the best way that it's adapting now to keep her safe was to hold on to magnesium to slow her down. But that resulted in brain fog. That resulted in heavy, weak muscles. It resulted in having difficulty losing weight, even though she was in a calorie deficit and she was exercising. So she put this down to, maybe I'm perimenopausal and menopausal, and this is what is happening with me. This is just normal. But what we found was her pattern showed exactly what her cells were trying to do to keep her alive. So we can see clearly that she was dosing with magnesium and she actually didn't need it. There's several other signs that you might be thinking, oh, what does the low zinc tell us? Or what does the low sulfur tell us? Or, oh, geez, her iron's coming up a bit here. Or why the hell is her calcium so high? I thought calcium is meant to be low in menopausal women. We're meant to take it. This is why it's important to test and not guess. Because when we supplement with things, even though they're meant to be good for us, if that's actually not what your body needs, it can actually create imbalance that can contribute to a lot of your signs and symptoms that you don't even realize it's doing. So we can see here that she has a lot more results when you, or if you decide to get a test, your report will be completely unique to you. And also we can see suggested supplements for her. We always take this into consideration based on your unique history and what is happening inside your cells. It's always important, remember, test and don't guess.